Almost exactly 8 years ago, I was backpacking through Southeast Asia. While in Vietnam, I bought my first small motorcycle and traveled around the whole country. This trip started my love for motorcycle travel. Now, finally, after 8 long years, I'm headed back. With that new adventure on the horizon, I decided to look back through all my old footage and take you along with. So come with me as we look back at all my old footage and reminisce about the previous adventure and get excited about the one coming up. I first flew from Hong Kong to Hanoi in northern Vietnam. I spent some time getting to know the city, walking around in both the beauty and chaos. Looking back at it now, I ended up spending a total of about a month in Hanoi, and it became so familiar and comfortable. I'm really excited to go back and see it again. In my time there, on the tourist streets, you can get $1 banh mi's and 25-cent beers. With enough 25-cent beers, bad decisions are bound to be made. I'm not sure yet if getting tattooed in back alley tattoo shops while smoking cigarettes was a bad decision, but that's just what you do when you're traveling through Vietnam. I think I was trying to be like Anthony Bourdain at the time. The country of Vietnam runs on the mighty motorbike. There are some cars, but majority of people just use scooters and motorcycles for everything. So as many backpackers do, I bought myself a cheap motorcycle for I think $150 and headed out to Cat Ba Island. Cat Ba Island is home to the famous Ha Long Bay. Riding out to Cat Ba was a perfect introduction to riding a motorcycle in another country. The roads are easy, slow, and fun. But the main reason we came out here to Cat Ba is Ha Long Bay. Woo!
Forever. Oh yeah.
Ha Long Bay is home to floating villages, where the people live 100% of their lives on the water. As a bit of a nomad myself, I'm always interested in seeing alternative ways people are living. With our motorcycles on Cat Ba, we were able to explore every bit of the island that we could. We rode up and down the main road that crossed the island, went hiking, and even tried a little bit of off-road riding. Though it didn't really get us anywhere and we had to turn around and go back, but it was really fun.
Look, that's where we are, in the middle of nowhere.
I know.
Keep going or what?
I don't know. It's up to you.
I'm into it.
You want to keep going? We left Kaba Island and headed northwest past Hanoi and up into the mountains, headed for Sapa. Only getting slightly lost, but discovering beautiful little towns and the back roads of Vietnam.
Hello! Hello!
Love it.
Did you get that?
Yeah. Thanks. A little bit.
The suspension on those things is pretty good though.
Yeah.
Mine's like, fuck.
Sapa was a magical little place and one of my favorites in all of Vietnam.
Hey everybody. I've been riding from Sapa down in the pouring rain. Totally soaked. Bike's over there. But I'm surrounded by pine trees, which I've never been so happy to see a pine tree in my life because they're beautiful and it reminds me of home. You can't really see too much, but down there is this beautiful river with a bunch of rocks and terraced rice paddies. And then over here in the distance, way over there, you can't see, but there's a waterfall. So I still have another like 8 or 9 hours of riding to go. So hopefully I get out of this rain and get to a little bit better weather, but we'll see. So just an update from me in Sapa, Vietnam.
Right after this, the rain did stop, but I had a hard down on the bike and damaged my ribs. Then I had to ride back in excruciating pain all the way to the hospital in Hanoi. It definitely pushed me to the limits. After that, I spent a couple of weeks off the bike, hanging out with friends and relaxing. Once I felt good enough, I got back on the bike and turned my wheels to head south, continuing my tour of the Vietnamese countryside. From Hanoi, I headed south through Ninh Binh, continuing south through small towns and villages, to the historic city of Hue and Hoi An. I tried to avoid the big highway and all the trucks as much as possible, so mostly stuck to side roads and smaller ones through the hills, where a majority of the other traffic was just other bikes and scooters. But you still have to try to avoid the buses that will be passing someone while that other someone is also passing someone. There was multiple times that I was almost run off the road completely. From Nha Trang, I headed back up into the hills in the Central Highlands to Dalat, a hot spot for coffee and tourism, a good spot to get off the road for a couple days. I continued my way towards Ho Chi Minh City with only a few dollars left in my pocket. With only about $7 to my name, I ended up having one more breakdown. Fortunately, both repair and parts only cost me $5, leaving me with an extra $2 to buy beer once I got to Ho Chi Minh City. I made it to Ho Chi Minh City, which was a huge accomplishment. It was nice to be back in the big city and get all the things that I needed again, but I missed being on the road. So I sold the motorcycle, hopped on a bus to Cambodia, and continued my adventure. Getting a cheap motorcycle in Vietnam is really easy, and I recommend it for anyone that's interested in motorcycle travel. It's a great starting point. It inspired me to basically do all the traveling I've done up until this point. So I'm really excited to head back, and I hope you get there too. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. We will see you next time.